Gotta get up, gotta get up. Oh, but a rolling shop. Night salad, digging in hot. Oh, losing count. Come on, guys, hurry up. I want to get a show on the road. The show on the road. The wheels fell off the bus. Come on, guys, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I want to show this stuff before Lemonhead. Then Lemonhead Penny comes on. Come on, hurry up. In the Pizza Hut, the McDonald's, and the Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut, Pizza Hut. A chicken fried nuggets and a Pizza Hut. McDonald's. A chicken fried nuggets and a Pizza Hut. Oh, nobody wants to come in. Nobody's wanting to come in. Nobody's wanting to come in. Oh, come on. At least somebody, come on. McDonald's, and a Pizza Hut. McDonald's, and a Pizza Hut. A Pizza Hut. Chicken fried nuggets and a Pizza Hut. McDonald's. A chicken fried nuggets and a Pizza Hut. I don't think it's 12 yet. It can't be 12. It can't be. It can't be yet. There's no way. A Pizza Hut. Chicken fried nuggets and a Pizza Hut. McDonald's. And a Pizza Hut. Gotta get up, on and on by the rolling shop, on and on by the sea, on and on the on and on the ocean, and then started talk, and the trees started talking. Oh, fell into the sky, and the teardrops into the ocean. The reason why set my heart in motion, 'cause you're not really there. I don't wanna be either. Cause it's just filled up with a bunch of fear. Is it that bad, is it? Jesus Christ. I've not I've only opened the box. I looked at a couple bits, looked and went, aye, that up. Went, right, back in the box. What have I done? Have I upset you all? Pete's sake. Is it that bad? 2 seconds. Din 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 din. Din 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 din. You're in Scarborough, Jesus Christ. I'm trying to not belong because thing me as in Lemonhead Penny shoved the time as in it's no 3 or it's no 3, it's 12 now. It's 12. He's put it to because I just get the email as in not just so long ago. But my head's all over the place because all this kid on with scammers and all the rest, man. All day. King filling in the sky and I'm looking for a reason why. My world in motion, cause you're not really there. That don't even matter. To the top with fear, but it's all just a bunch of matter. Cause you're not really here. Don't wanna be either. Be next to you. Black and gold, black and gold, black and gold. I only did that because it means then so I can wait for the rest of these coming in. I look up into the night sky, seeing nothing but black, and all around these golden beacons, there's nothing but black, cause you're not really there. What's that, SM? How much the scammers done? I'm not even worried about that. The lies don't even matter. To the top of fear, but it's all just a bunch of matter. Really there. I don't wanna be either. I wanna be next to you. Oh, black and gold, black and gold. I got it on the. Right, let's go on with the show. Right, this is what happened. Is I wanted whoever's advice. I wanted to make sure there was nothing derogatory about anybody as in that I'd said as in when I done that scammers because the title what I should have done is I should have changed the title as in instead of playing with scammers because I went off tangent. I know I did, guys, and I know sometimes that happens because sometimes I do that. As in sometimes what I'm doing is I'm interacting with you guys in the chat, and obviously something else has been said, and it's went off to the other decision. So I just go with the flow. I only just host it. Whatever you guys say in the chat, that's exactly what we do. Right. This one, what happened is I pulled it slightly open and they were all drinking and all the rest on a stream. And they got talking. I started pulling wee bits out. Or I pulled the top section out of it. And I was like, I was like, right. I was like, there's that book. That's that book. That's that book. So that book's staying. That book's not getting sold. That book stays with me. That's the Canadian coin book that was bought. Right? So we've got that. But wait till you see these. Jefferson Nichols, I'm sorting out because I'm going to find out what ones I need because that's why I bought the book. Didn't realise it was the same as the other book, but hopefully. I didn't even realise America. Aye, Jefferson Nichols and all that. I know, because I needed them for the other book to try and, because I want to finish that other book. I finished that other book, America. That's for that. I think that'll be getting kept. That's Indian Head Pennies. That's Indian Head Pennies. That book, as in it starts from, I think it's the collector's panel starts from 1880 and goes right through. They're really nice, so they are, as the name. That's still obviously the stamps that must have been the stamps that came, or the weavings. That season it says stamps on the Native American weaving, so it's American weaving bits that's in there, like tapestries. And it goes right through to, I think it's 1908 to 1909. I think it goes through to, that's the end of it. That's the end of the part of it. But I'm sure there's other ones just after. I'm sure there's a couple after that. So that's that. That's one. That one's, the Jefferson might go back up again at some point, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the coins that I actually need and put it in that other book. The ones that's missing, hopefully the ones that's missing is in that one. That was the whole idea of buying that one for. But what we've got is they've all fell out. What I'm thinking is these here, them in my hand. Oh, for Pete's sake. I didn't know it was Ding Me. That's what I was trying to do. Trying to get it in before Ding Me, before Lemonhead comes on. Because I was thinking of putting name for the prize wheel. That's what I was thinking. Must have been thinking at the time or something. I think there's about 8 of them or something like that. They're all different. Every one of them's different. And I'm not taking them. I'm not going to take them at the capsules. That's the way they're going to get left. And there's about 8 of them. I think there's about 8 of them. I think that's what, 4 there. There's I think another 6 in there. 6 in there. I just want to get through it quickly, America, because the box is obviously open and I want to shut the box back up. I take everything out, have it all put apart and then put it away out the road, because I need the space now. And they're falling all the tappy stuff. And once, because I opened it, I was like, well, I'll let you guys see it, some of it. That's a nice one as well. That's what I'm saying. They've all got different. There's American honours. No different, every one of them. No, because I like you guys. I like you guys seeing them, because that's what I'm saying. Andrew, we might just do it on the wheel, mate, and then just ting me so that basically you get in with the wheel. Just do it that way instead. Do you know what I mean, mate? That all told a different way. Because Ravenhawk was talking about, as in there's new laws coming in and all the rest, and it's certain federal states and federal laws is taught. Some of them are different to each other, but there's a gambling, what they call the gambling commission, and Ravenhawk was talking about it all. So we might have to figure out a way. Because I'm only interested in as long as I can get money in for the shipping, because I don't want anybody feeling left out. But a lot of that's what Hoovy says. Hoovy says the other night. Hoovy was saying, she says, well, why me buying it for you, or as in stuff coming for you? Because it's going to cost more to ship it over there when I can get it over, when she can get it over there. Signal must have dropped. Signal dropped, guys. Everybody tell me if I'm still live. No, because the only thing it would cost is going to cost a lot is the shipping, but the shipping for the UK is going to be a lot cheaper. I don't see why the Americans or the other supporters should miss out on the chance of stuff as well. I don't really fancy doing auctions, to be honest. I don't really fancy doing auctions. You've got to start looking up the stuff and finding out different prices and what was it last sold, in the last 7 days and all that, Caron. A lot of work. I just want things in and out. Instead of messing about with it. Because I want the pennies, Andrew. I want them more done as well. As an anti-wee pokes. As minimum prizes. That's what I want. To get rid of some of the rolls. That's a 1969. That's a 1969. Because what I was thinking is, even if I break them down, and I don't mean as in split them up. What I meant was as in the first prize gets maybe like that sheet, and then the other one gets used. The other sheet gets used for another first prize. Split it up. That's what I meant. I want to bust them out of the packet. Let's start busting them up. They can bust them up for and put them in their albums. It's their job, no mine's. I just want to see what was in the box, and because Lemonhead's put it into little envelopes, or into the envelopes, and all that carry on with stuff. That was because it's to get Lemonhead sells it on to me. I then do a video as in or a live stream or whatever, as in doing a mail call with taking it out of the box. So I'm showing you what I've got off of him. So it then gives him growth as well at the same time. That's the way that's the way that my head actually functions. It's giving somebody else clout. It's giving somebody else clout. So we all got a piece of the action. Because I didn't know it was starting as in that was because I just get notification there as an email. There's the new Lemonhead penny sticker. I got a few of them I can give away as well. They're like they're thinking to themselves, well, if Alex are here dinner alive, we'll go there and get stuff as and before he gets there, before the time he's finished. I just want to keep America. I just want to keep busy because as in all day I've had nothing but as in on a dating site, right? I paid 3 months up front, right? And all I've had all day is fucking scammers all day, man. It's done my fucking head in. That's how I was like, I just wanted to, as in just to forget about it now. Because that's BC Canada. I don't know if I've got that one now or not. I'll need to look through my Canadians and see what I've got and see what I don't have. Because that was the whole idea, to try and finish the collection off with Canadians as well. No, because they're in nice, really shape. They're in really nice. That's what I'm saying. You see Lemonhead doing that, right? And putting them up just to the camera like that, right? But when you actually see them in person, they're better than what you actually see shown in the camera. When you've got them up personal in your hand, it's got slight toning on it, but it's not. It's nothing. That's nothing. It will change colour over time. That's 1984 Alberta, Canada. Trade. That's a trade dollar. Because I think that's the 1976 Vancouver dollar. I wonder if that's one's the 80% silver one. Because that's what I've been looking for. I've been looking for the rest of the set to finish them. To finish the different years off. Because they're shorter ones. Because there's 1980. 1980 Victoria, BC. Canada trade dollar. That's what I'm saying. I hate the only part that I don't like is when you look at the silver one and you see the queen in the front. I'm like, yuck, no her again. But I like the ones because that one's got something on the front. It's not got the queenie on the front, and it's got the BC City of Gardens on the back. Maybe this camera's good. Maybe this camera's good as in this webcam. I know, I'm the same. As soon as I see her, I'm like, no, her again. Because I think it was 5 different versions they had done as in over the years where a portrait was taken. I'm trying to think what the hell that comes under. No, because there's a city, there's the the roaring 20s silver, standing Liberty Quarter. That's not in bad shape either. I know, I always forget. It's got to be turned that way because it's different when it goes round the other side. Because you got to turn it that way. This is quite a nice shape as well, that one. You can still see all the details and all that on it. That's what I like. I like when you can see all the details there. Don't have a mistake. Aye, because you probably, as in, you know what, you know what. I'm not going to say because it's not to do with me. What you do to them. I don't. I'm not really a pourer. My dad was a bit like that, as in it was like necklaces. My old man would only. My old man would, if they were knackered or whatever, they would go to. That's when they would go to scrap, as in the scrap bin. Because he did. They eventually had a guy, and he used to take it up, Robert. And he used to take him up, and he actually get. My dad actually get let into the workshop, and two of them used to do it. He used to come back with some stuff. But I asked him, what have you come back with? My dad's like that. Wait until you see this, and he pulled it out his pocket and a bit of a big but dad had a thing about bangles, something about bangles. For some apparent reason, bangles. Because he was like, I think it was like when he used to say about rings, he's like, you can't sell the smallest size. It's alright for the sort of medium and the large size, but when it went down to this really small, he's like, you're going to have only certain people with small fingers. That kind of small. Because you used to buy all the wee bits in the job lot, as in maybe, say for instance, we got up there and there was a bag of stuff. But I would go through it as in at viewing time, pull it all out, see what was there, put it all back in the bag, you'd have it all weighed, working out, well, what am I going to pay for that? And then be up there, as in the auction, to go and get it. And then whatever was scrap, he'd run it down to Harvey Thompson's. But then he stopped taking it down to Harvey Thompson's because he felt as if he was getting shafted up the backside with him as well. So he started taking it, found Robert's place, he used to take it out to Robert's. He used to get 12 or 15 grams, take another 3-4 grams with him extra, take it into Robert's, go up the workshop. If you got to go. Don't stay in my account. That's at least 2 bits done. I didn't even know, that's what I'm saying, because I know that Lemonhead had changed the times. I got the email. I only just got the email. I thought, I've got plenty of time. I've got plenty of time to do this. I thought it's 12. I thought, well, 12. I'm thinking 12, nearly 12 hour time. So I'm like, well, 2 hours. Maybe I'll get 2 hours at least before he comes on. Well, it happens. Shit happens. Because I don't want to thing we go through that, and I want to get into the bottom of the box. Because I've done them too, done that. There you go. I was going to keep them, and then I thought about them, and I was like, well, I would like to keep them, but then I thought, they'll do well for the time with the prize wheel. I thought the prize wheel, because that was the whole idea. When later on, when I started thinking about the prize wheel, I'm like, well, right, what are we going to put up for big prizes? And I'm like, I don't have anything. I was like, I've only got wee bits and pieces like clad proofs, stuff like that, as in sets. And I'm like, what am I going to do? And then I come up with an idea, and I was like, well, everybody's got a thing about generic silver rounds. So I was like, well, why don't I get generic silver rounds? But sometimes it's hard to get a hold of it because everybody is going into the same auction and we're all bidding against each other. And I'm like, well, there must be other things that I could pick up at a reasonable price to put as prizes, and they're quite good. I'm thinking they're actually quite thick. They're actually quite thick. That's I was like, because they're quite away in them as well. But as I'm saying, America, they're all different designs. Because that one says Yellowstone National Park established on the front of it. So there's about 8 different designs. As soon as I opened the Lemonhead had wrapped it up well, as in with shrink wrap or bubble, a bit of bubble wrap with him in it, and then wrapped it around with that big thick tape, and I couldn't even get into it, into that big thick tape. I had to rip it open to get into them, and I just took a quick look in the box, put a couple of things out, then put it back in again, and says, right, that'll do it. That'll do it now. Let everybody else see it more. That was the whole idea. Well, unless what I do is stop it here and then do the rest of it wedding and the rest of it Wednesday. That's what I'm thinking. I might actually just do that. Because there's only one watcher. I don't know who's watching. I don't know if it's Andrew. And I don't know, or if I don't know if it's you, or whether it's somebody else. I bet you any money it's bloody scammer watching the bloody thingy, bloody show, as in I spy and everything. Fucking bastards. I'll not be getting any more money. Not be getting any more money off of me. I tell you that much. Fucking idiots lot. That other one. I can come and try it again. I can see what'll happen. Until it'll piss off. Because it couldn't even get. That's what it was trying. It was trying to get the bank detail. It was trying to get bank details and all that car on. They can't get them because I don't have the. I don't keep the passwords. I don't save the passwords on the devices, so they can't get in. Because the passwords are in my head. That's where they are. They're locked in there. Because now and again they change them, or they'll tell me somebody's been tampering. Somebody's been trying to tamper with your passwords, and then I'll change them. Because sometimes I tend to forget what passwords for what, and I know exactly how to, as in reset them. No, because that in my hand. And I'm thinking, do I still go ahead or do I just cut it now? Because you've gave me the heads up, as in saying that Lemonheads went probably live. So I don't know how many people will be over there, because it'll be a bigger show over there. Well, hopefully that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's a bigger show over there this time. Over there. Because if it is, then good. Because that was the whole idea behind. Then as in showing that Canadian book the day, as in earlier on. Because that was early on in the morning. It's now 8 p.m. here. I didn't realise that that's 12 hours there. As I said, I thought I'd done another 2 hours and 2 hours to kill. Because what I'd really like to do is try and do a collaboration with different channels that are coin channels, and open a box every time in one of the other streams. But then it might take over their stream. That's the thing. You think about that as well. Because you're not the host of their channel. You're only on their panel. So you're only a guest. So you got to think about it that way. Whether they allow it or not. I'd make sure, because I'd ask. I'd email and say, this is what I'm thinking. Are you interested, or is there any chance of doing it? Because it'd be nice to do some collaboration stuff. Because some of it, I'm like, I'm not really keeping, because I'm like, if I've got a certain date, I just want, as in, I'd rather it goes in our home, and it's up to them where they sell it. I don't really care. Because that's 1971. Because some of these I've already got. I purchased them a way back. Some of them, I didn't even. That's what Andrew says. You should have had an inventory of everything you had, so you knew, right, I don't, not to buy that again, not to buy this again, not to buy that again, because you've got that already. But I don't do it that way. I hate paper. I hate paperwork. I like to pull out things and know it's in that box. That's what I've got. That's what's in that box. That's what's there. But then somebody else, I knew somebody else. If I like it, somebody else will like it. I knew that for a fact. Because that's what Dad would do. Buy the best. Really, that's what I was saying. I wasn't saying that as in that it's rubbish. It's going into the auction. I didn't say that. That's what I said. There's three. As I said in the last live, there's three differences. There's the older, and then you've got the modern, and then you've got the generic. So you've got three different sections, and they're all good quality. I'm not really into the older stuff. I've got a thing about as in shiny, because the shinier my old man used to say that, the shinier it is, the more it dazzles you. It's like you walk past, and if the sunshine's hitting on a display cabinet and it goes bling, as in you see it light up, the first thing it's going to catch your attention straight away. So you're going to stop. It was Dad's ethics. Drummed it into me, the thing with the ethics, because sometimes I couldn't understand what his ethics was until he explained it. And then when he would explain it to me, but he would explain it in his own time. He wouldn't sit and do it as in front of customers and all that carry on. As when we were closed doors and all that carry on. He'd do it. Step behind it. No, because there's another Lemonhead penny. That's what I'm saying. Ones for giveaways. Because there's that many of them. Because that was always his favourite. Put a card in, or a business card in, either a business card or you would get a label with Lemonhead penny on it, because when he started it was just the Lemonhead penny labels, and every week they were different colours every week. Monkey, they're all at Lemonheads. If you want to go over to Lemonheads, go over Lemonheads. I'm only just showing some of the stuff at one of Lemonhead's boxes, because I opened it. I opened it yesterday, that's in the other night. I opened it as in with Hoovy. Hoovy was on Angeli's, so she was. I was in there for a bit. And when I opened the box, it was because it was sitting there. The box was sitting there, and it was annoying me because my foot was catching it, the one that I've got the prosthetic on, and I was like, I'm going to kick into that and I'm going to bust that box. And I just, fuck it, I just opened it up, just started busting into it. But I only just took the top stuff out it, because I seen the book, the Canadian book, and I thought, oh, your beauty, I haven't even looked into that. They're a vehicle. We've got them, Some of them will, I'll probably as in putting them for the, if I've got too many of them, they'll be going as in the into batches or whatever as giveaways and stuff like that. Or it'll go into wee packets and we'll make it up. Because I don't really fancy. I kept thinking they're the spots, and then I'm thinking, what about if it's classed as gambling? And I'm like, I don't want to get hit with any, as in for YouTube or anything like that, or get myself into bother. And I was like, I wonder how we can get round this. And I was like, well, I only need the money. The only reason I keep saying about a pot is because it's, the shipping's dear, as in if I'm going to send it back over there. Because a lot of the supporters, that's where they came from originally, was as in Lemonhead pennies and stuff like that. And You Dizzy's 1969, and also Hazy Days. So some of them came from UK, some of them came from America, and then when I started to go on Lemonhead's show, people got to know me there, and that brought me more to the channel. So I don't really want to section anybody. I don't really want to section anybody out, because it's like you sectioning me out saying, "Oh, you can't come in here." I would be upset. I'd be like, "Well, what have I done to upset you?" I'd be the first person to email you and say, "Why am I not allowed in here?" Because I would be upset, you know, letting me in. It's different if I went to a live stream and it was a blank screen. Then that'd be different. That'd be different. But because that's what I was like with Joe's. I was like, well, everybody's in there, but I wasn't allowed in there. But there was a reason behind it at the start, and then I got let in. Once I just went mental. Ah well, the money's coming in for the leg every month. Fuck it, just down me. I'm buying it. I'm buying it. I'm buying it, man. If it's cheap enough at the right money, I'm buying it. I wasn't even caring about the shipping, because see, when I do the mobile phones, if I buy a lot of 15, right, and say for instance I get 7 working out it, I get £4 each, as in just on shipping alone, as in, and that's United Kingdom. So I make my shipping money back. So that's the way I work it. So if I bought it for 2 and I sell it for 2, and if I sell it for 10, because I don't rip the arse out it, I sell it for a wee bit of profit, so I got something, so I can get another. It's so that I can get more stock. If I can get more stock for that money that I've just sold it for, then I can get more product. So the more product I have, the more chance of selling it, or as in using it for giveaways or something, so that the channel has always got content. Because that was the whole idea. Because at one stage, the channel didn't have any content whatsoever. It was a case of, well, where do we go for here? Well, I'm not using the full potential up with YouTube. Exactly, Monkey King, you're right here, because you keep saying it is a coin shortage and all the rest. Well, where is it going? If there's a coin shortage, where the hell is it gone? It's gone somewhere. Somebody's got it. It's either, as you said, it's either stacked. It's either stacked somewhere, or it's stashed, hoping the price will go higher for it, or it appreciate in value. Because they keep talking about the cryptocurrency and all the rest, and the digital currency coming in. That'll not be for a long time yet. And then what if it breaks down? What are they going to do then? If it breaks down, if they get a backup plan? What's that? Oh, your beauty. Ascending heads. Does that mean then that Lemonhead did them then? Or did I buy? because there should be somewhere a tube. There should be a tube somewhere with a full load of Indian head pennies in it. Because that's what these are. I don't know what years. I haven't got a clue what years they are. I just happened to take them out of that envelope there. Or maybe I told them to take them out to have a look at them. Because sometimes I'll do that. I'll buy something and they'll say, and the Lemonhead will say to me, and he goes, I haven't checked it. I believe him when he turns around and says, I haven't checked it. I believe him when he says that. And he's like, I've not even looked at it. He just took it and went, or he's just went like that and priced it and went, I'm just going to put it in that auction. And he's like, I've not searched it. And then when he's turning and says, is it alright to open it? I just turn around and says, alright, go ahead. Let them have a look. Let them see it. Let them see it before it goes over here. So they can see it. See, and he went like that and he picked out, he says to me, there's some nice ones in there. He went, some really nice ones. He's like, he says, you like these? You like them? As he said before he packed it all. Because I know it's, see, the thing is, the reason why I leave a box over there, because I know it's safe over there. Been dealing with him for a little over 3 years. So I trust him by now, man. Because there's 1960. There's 1969. 1969S proof. That's really nice. That's what I'm saying. That's blinging. That's what I'm saying. It's better in hand when you actually see it up close. But I've always been into Dad drummed it into me. The shinier the better. As in the more blingy it is, the better the selling it. It goes quick. He used to say to me, make sure you try and get a hold of the good stuff, the good quality merchandise, the best you can possibly buy for as little money as possible. And I was like, why? Because it sells quick. If you've got it, they want it. You can put whatever the price that you want on top of it, and they'll pay the money for it. But Dad and me were never greedy. Because he used to talk about the monkey that caught his hand. He used to say about the monkey that caught his hand in the jar. And I looked at him one day, I went, what are you talking about, man? It was a case that he was saying about the monkey had put the hand in the jar, was trying to steal all the peanuts, and because it was trying to grab the full lot and take it out of the jar, it couldn't get his hand out of the jar. So basically it got caught. It got caught stealing. But my old man says if you just pick at the jar, if you put your hand in and just take a couple at a time, the jar never goes empty. And that's when I realised, I thought, he's fucking sense. He's down with a wise old. That's what I'm saying. He was a wise old man. But back then, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? It was on riddles and all that car on. I want to make him proud of me. I want him to turn around and say, aye, son, you did it. We did. Because he started off the buying and selling. But it's been going on in the Smith generation for years. So it has. Before his time. I'd like to put him under the microscope, but the microscope's not on tonight. I can't get them far enough to actually let you see them. The actual ones. Lemonhead will say, I hope he's no. I can just hear him now. I hope he's nowhere there trying to sell the thing. Trying to sell him while I'm running mines. But he's always proud. Lemonhead's always proud of me, as in ding me wherever alive, and that's what gives me the drive. Because there's some days they ding me. Because when I ended up losing the lot, as in like what happened with Lemonhead, as in when his life fell apart. The same thing happened to me in 2015. and I wondered when it was going to end, and I ended up lost a lot, and it's you guys that gives the drive, that drive behind us, the energy to actually move, because there's days where I just can't be bothered getting up. And what, while I get up, will I even bother? Will I even bother shifting my ass? And then I think we end up, I fucking kicked myself as in another couple of days ago. I had 350 quid down the fucking drain. I should have fucking been more thingy. I should have been more fucking switched on. I should have realised what was going on. But try to hang me as in, oh, well, I'll be happy as in hang me as in love again, as in a bit of company. Because sometimes we think we're our own fucking cock. And I haven't been out for fucking, 3 years now? 3 years is the last time I got out. Or I went out of here. Aye, monkey, that is blinging. No, because I've said to Lemonhead, he's more than welcome to do the thing me, he did a show over here. Because it'd be a good crack as well. Because he knows how to set things up and all that, Caron. I don't really know how to set things up properly. I've always been wondering as to how he can run two cameras at the same time and all that, Caron. Because it would be quite funny. It would be quite funny with American and the UK together. It'd be quite funny. That one. I don't even know what's. I think that's halves. Now there's thing with rednecks just come on that says RN or RN. It's got the thing with the notifications just popped up. Red Bull, the big Red Billion chat at the beach. Just come up. Notification. I think they look like halves. There's a cut of silver. It looks like a cut of silvers in there. There's a cut of silver. I can see right through that container. I can see at least, I think, 3 silvers or something like that in it. Because they look kind of coppery or whatever, sort of reddish between them. You're definitely. I can see them. There's at least, I think, that looks like at least 3. Might be even 4 in there. I think there's 4 in there. Because Lemonhead's tried to make sure that they were as packed so that we're down further. Because obviously, instead of having it like that, he's split them up to get enough into the box so that if the box was full. Because I always tell them make sure that the box is full so it can't so the thing can't rattle. So it can't rattle its cunt out as when it's coming over. So they don't know, so they can't tell what's in it. Or they'll probably X-ray it anyway, but that's here nor there. The less it rattles, the more the box stays sturdy. Because there's another. That's Canadian. I can tell. It's got Queen Seed in it. That's Queen Seed. That's Canadian. That's Canadian pennies. That's Canadian pennies. Monkey always there. Always there, man. As soon as you get the money, as soon as I know there's money in that account, it comes straight out back out that account, straight back out that account, mate. Because there's no point in it sitting. There's no point in sitting there as in the name, the blooming bank. I can't see what that. I can't see the close on that. That's what I'm saying. Damn, when they start put. That's what I'm saying, Monkey. I'm gonna start putting stuff on that wheel. On that wheel. I want yous all involved. I want yous all involved. The whole lot of yous, as newvers, as the whole lot of the supporters that's on this channel, as in it's actually subscribed to this channel, because there's over at least 1,000 of yous as in subscribed to this channel. And every one of yous in here on that. Because I'll make the packets up. Because that was the whole idea to getting rolls of pennies. Because Andrew's like, what the hell Andrew must have thought to himself, what the hell is he doing with these pennies? I know exactly what I was doing with the pennies. Getting different years so to make them into batches. Because that was the whole idea, making them into batches. But then I thought, hold on a minute, I need first prizes, something to put on the wheel. I was like, what can I put on the wheel? That's when it started. And then I was like, fucking the old anxiety. I've got long-term anxiety. And what happens is when the anxiety kicks in, it's like a panic attack. And I was like, and I end up I find it hard to breathe and all that, Karen. And I was like fucking panicking. I was like, what am I going to put on this wheel? What am I going to put on this wheel for first prize? And then that's when I started going to Joe's and that car on, and then the slabs and stuff come up, and I'm like, yes, like slabs, as in thing, even if there's like 30 slabs in one lot, as in that means then that I'm going to have to pay big money to get them. But if there's 30 slabs, that's 30 prizes. And then I opened that, and I went and put my hand inside. And I'm looking like that because it was actually bubble wrapped, but the tape is thick tape. Yous have got thick tape over there, but it's a lot thicker than what we've got over here, right? And I couldn't bust it open. I was pulling my teeth and everything, trying to get it bloody open. I had to pull one of the sides open. That's when they off. But I've managed to put them into a pack, as in because the way Lemonhead had them, with all 8 of them was all together like that, and it was well packed. But that's what I'm saying. I love when he does it with the packing. It was all shrink wrapped and everything, as in bounded all together, because it was in bags like that, and then it was in the envelopes like that, because he'd put on it. There's Travis's writing. It says on it the 6th, I think that's the 8th. I think it's either the 6th or the 8th. It's either 6th month or the 8th month, 21. And it says auction, it says Alec, and it says thank you, brother. So that's what I'm saying. And he's put enjoy, and then it's got Travis, and then it's got LHP on it. Because that's when I do these, I try and make sure it's either a day before the auction is due to come up or the day after. But Lemonhead's changed the time. It used to be as in 3 or something like that. It used to be, but now he's changed it slightly. So it was telling us it was 12, because I got an email and I was like, well, if it just came in, I was like, I've got 2 hours to get this done. But I'm not worried. As long as if you guys are over there, that's good. That's good. But I want to make sure that man gets business. It's a quid in his pocket. It keeps him going. He's got other things at the moment, as in his life's starting to change as and that's why he said he's going back to construction for a bit, guys. Because the thing me needs that, it needs money. And when you need the money, you've got to do what you got to do. You got no option. You go where the money is. I just hope that we don't lose him as in on YouTube. That's what I'm hoping. We don't lose him on YouTube if he's way back to his construction stuff. Because it'd be a shame to not see him. He might actually pop in from time to time. But I don't know if he's going to do the coins part time or not. I don't know. I don't know what he's got in his mind. You need to ask him. Keeps things close to his chest. He's like my dad. Keeps things close to his chest. Some people don't tell you everything as in what they're up to on their channel. I'm one of these people. I tell you everything because I can't keep it myself. My mouth and just goes. That's it. End of story. But I'm not going to as in tell different stories that I've heard that. I heard that as I'm saying about construction and that. I hope if you've went over there, I hope you've managed to get pieces over there and when I'm not there. I hope you have, Andrew. Because see if you haven't, you got in a hang me, I'll give you that. Right in the nose. Because there's the quarters, because that's what was shown last night. There's the quarters. That's 2007, that's 2007, that one. The quarters. You heard me, he's the Lemonhead as an auctions on. If you do anyway, if you know bid for stuff and won stuff, on a thing where you're getting that in the nose. Or you'll get that, or you'll get that, or you'll get that right up your arse. Because I'm missing it, because I'm on here. Because that's where I should be over there. You know, see what's to buy. I never stopped buying, mate. Well, even though that I've got no space in here, doesn't mean to stop. My man used to say, don't stop buying if you've got the money and it's good stuff. Make sure you keep going at it. Because you got to keep the wheels turning. My man used to say, you got to keep the wheels turning. Running, keep on running. Rolling on the river. We've the main man's been doing as and buying and selling for years, man. As I used to go to the auctions room and sit as on the outside the auctions or sit under the tunnel as and watching the cars going through the auction hall, listening to the prices and that. But I couldn't afford to buy motors and that. The old man had the purse strings all the time. Now I've got the purse strings. The old man's fucking up there. But he used to say, never make yourself, the Lemonhead says, never make yourself short. Make sure you keep a bit behind. There's National Park quarters, look. Oh, full load. That's what I'm saying, look. They'll shrink that top. That's Lemonhead pennies work. Or else somebody, if Andrew's not got you in your ear and he knows that you're coin related, he'll press that button. It's stuff he's in. Silver's not that car on. Some bits and pieces he's bought off me. I make sure I keep them right. Some people are just cut a pound extra and I'm quite happy. Sometimes I just move stuff on. If I need the cash. I need it back in quick. I'll just take a bit off it, or a bit. Because I'm not worried if Andrew sells that. It's up to him. It's his stuff. He bought it. He's quite entitled to sell it if he wants. Because that's why I asked him the first time when he was a client. Are you actually telling me you just a collector, or you a trade, or you trade? So I knew what price to give him. So I knew I had to cut it a wee bit less or whatever. Always make sure I give him a good deal. Don't I, Andrew? A wee bit extra. I always give him a wee bit extra. I always put a wee bit extra in for him in his packet so he comes back again. I know what I'm doing. I'm doing it for a long time. Used to, before I even come to YouTube, I was on eBay. Because I'm a bit like that. If I get a wee bit extra, I keep going back to that. I'll keep going back to that seller to get my stuff, especially if it's good stuff too. That's why you see me always at Lemonheads and Joe's. Because it's good stock. And stuff comes at it. Because you don't know what's coming up. So that's the Series 2. That's Series 2. Tells you on it. State Quarter Series 2. I don't know how many there actually is of them. Andrew, what you do with them, it's totally up to you. You don't have to tell me, you don't have to justify to me. It's like me, I'm like that with even mobile phones. If somebody comes and buys or whatever, and I actually be able to speak to the guy or whatever, I'll ask that question: are you trade, or are you just a buyer? So I know what price that I've got to give them, or I can give them a wee bit less, because trade is different. Trade is what you call wholesale. It's wholesale buying, and if you're only buying as a buyer, that's retail side of it. So there's two different sides to the business. So you got to watch your prices, your variations, but sometimes you can take a wee bit off it retail, because you got to take it back because it's no brand new stock. Some it's used, because that's the way we do it. It's cheaper to buy used stock than what it is to buy brand new. And sometimes you got to buy £1,000, £2,000 of product to get it at the right money. And some of them will go, you've got to buy 20 of them and 10 of them and 15 of them. So you got to buy the same model. Now, what you going to do is, as in sell it in ones and twos and hope you sell off 15. You might be left with four bits of product left over. So you have to try and start flinging it into different bags and all the rest, and mixtures and that, to try and get a shot at to get your money back in. That's why you don't see me buying all the same. I buy a bit of this, I buy a bit of that. So I've got a bit of variety, a bit of varied mix of stock. That one looks as if it's toning, this one here. That one's actually toning. You can actually see it. I think you can see it right on that, as on the I usually time with the camera phone. I usually make sure, as in if it's got a camera on it, I usually about £2 or £3. Because that's what I gave my boy. That's what I gave my boy does down the road, Shana. Because he's the Robert. Calls himself Robert. His name's Robert Fennick, but he goes under Shazar or something. Shazar Zatak or something. He goes on under. Because you usually do the deals through Messenger now. We used to do it on eBay, but sometimes I'll tend to, as in, get into his eBay auction listings and see what's there. Sometimes I try and put a couple of bids in. If it's Samsungs, I'll take it, as in Samsungs, Nokias, and Motorola's, and I'll take the odd, as in Sony Ericssons. And if it, as in, like Sony Ericssons, I usually take if they're working, and the LGs as well, because some of the LG models are good doers. Some people, it's a funny game on eBay. You either got to be into a certain model or not into a certain model or a certain brand. And there's some people that'll be like, could put a whole load of Samsungs in front of a lot, and you don't sell even one, and you think, what the hell, what's happened there? Because they've seen other ones because you've not got them. That's why I always mix them. Well, because I don't even know what years they actually are. I don't even see the years, because my head's not with it at the moment because of that car on the day, man. And then I tell one to go and fuck off. Fuck off. She kept toning on and on at me, this one fee. She came here away in France or something like that. She said the time with her number get hacked or something like that. She come back. I said, what the fuck are you tatted time? Are you after my money? Are you after... And then she started on about investments. I said, I'm not interested in investments. No, fuck off. And I told her, no, fuck off. Leave me alone. I'm not interested today. And then she went, what's the matter? Because you're fucking annoying me. You're pissing me off. Because that's what I'm like if I'm not in the mood. And then I went like that. I said, what am I doing this for? As in, I'm on here. I'm wasting my fucking time. No on YouTube, on the phone, as in doing the dating stuff. I said, I'm fucking wasting my time here. I knew 2 years went past. So I could be doing other things here, man. Instead on this bloody phone, between Facebook and bloody thing, mate. As in this fucking Glasgow dating, man. Going through fucking to see thing, me if I can get myself a woman. That's what I'm after, a bird. Go shag it. At weekend. Fed up, stuck in here, man. I can tear my hair out. Done at least about, just do a 2 year. Every Friday, Saturday. Because I fucking that wee hanger and thing me I was Kilmarnock or something like that wee hang. And then she decided that she didn't want us anymore. Well, she fucking dumped us. And I was like, what have I done to deserve this? All my family's telling me this, blah, 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 blah. They don't like you. And then she went, I put a guy on HOD. He's got more in common than what you have. But she fucking alright at as in when I was fucking bonking her, letting her out and all the rest. Sometimes I wonder with women, you're either into us or you're no. Don't mess me about, because I can't be bothered getting led up the garden. I can't be bothered getting led up the garden path. I'd rather somebody be as honest with me and tell me for the start, it's this or it's that. That's the way it is. There's no difference. So I know it means then I know where I stand. It's like me and Lemonhead, we've got a good relationship, and how we have, now and again, there's a communication error, but it gets sorted. Sometimes it happens, the two of you clash, or two people clash because they're very similar, or they're thinking on similar lines, but just it's not saying the same thing. That's all. I just wanted to, because that's the end of that box, because that was the National Park box, because I wondered what was in there. There's another one. That's what I'm saying, it's all that So wrapped up. Because I was hoping to get the thing with us in the finish. Because I was like, well, I've got. That's what I said, Andrew. I was like, I've got two. It said 12 on the email, and I was like, well, I've got 2 hours to play with. If I get it done before he comes on, then I can shut the live stream off, jump out there, and see if it's there. But then I was like, I don't think my heat. That's what I said to my mum earlier on. Because I was fucking like that. And I said to my, I says, oh, I want to go and smash something up. Because that's how I felt inside. I was raging inside, and I could feel it boiling. I was just settled down, hang me, I said, go and calm down. And then I got my tea and all the rest, drank it, and I thought, fuck it. I want to get that live stream going, get into that, finish it before Lemonhead, and then hopefully I'll have a clear head as into gear there. Because I'm like, if I can get a clear head, at least because I've got to concentrate in that auction. Because as I'm sitting there waiting for the next lot, I'm concentrating what I'm going to pay or whatever. As and then when Hidden comes into it, because Hidden's usually in it first, or somebody will come in to open it up, and then I'll go in a couple of bids, and then if somebody else wants it a bit and pays higher for it, I just back out it. I got all a price in my head, and I know exactly as in stop, that's enough, no more. Because I've got to make sure that I've got enough in the budget, as in, because you end up, it's like going shopping and you go, I'm not going in for that, and then you see something else, and then there's something else, and then you lift something else, that one's £1, then something else is £2, then another one's £3. So by the time you get a checkout, at £20 or £30 worth of stuff, you're thinking, have I got enough money to pay for that? But I wouldn't tell Lemonhead to put it back. I just turn and say to him, well, I need to pay you next week, or I need to pay you in the next, is it alright if I pay you in the next 7 days? I'll pay for half it now. That means then half of it's paid now. I'll pay the rest thing me, I'll pay the other half in 7 days' time. Just make sure that thing me, if I don't come in the next 7 days, mind to send me a reminder. So it reminds me I still got half of that to pay. I get this tune in my head, stormy weather. For some apparent reason, I think it was because I seen it was saying it was going to rain over here. It was supposed to be going to rain. But the sunshine, is liquid sunshine still out there. You can see it by the blinds. Stormy weather. I can actually hear it playing in my head. No, because we've got that's Canadian pennies, Andrew, that roll. And there's plenty of Canadian rolls. I've got other date years of them, the Canadian ones. And we've got $half in there. That's a full batch of $half. I don't know what year they are. Can't mind. And there's another. You can see them at the bottom. Another set of $half as well. Plenty of stuff over here. Plenty of mixture. And then, as you said, the MS69s, they're getting up. They will be getting opened. I just need enough people as involved in that sort of, because if I open the rolls, I want them all gone, because I want to be able to just keep two coins out of them, 2 coins out of each roll. Because if they're P and D, because I reckon one's P and I reckon the other one's D. It's because there's three mint marks. You get P, D, and S in them 1 cents. So it means then you have to find the S as well. But the S will not be, I don't know if the S will be in the rolls. It might be lucky. It might be some. It might be a mixture. I don't know. It's not until you open the rolls that's when you realise. Because sometimes they can, as in when they come out the mint, sometimes they can be mixed up. Because if the batch was, if it went into a basket or whatever, or a dump bucket, they would have just shoved it in it and moved on to the next, put on the next plate. So the bucket might have been still half full, and it might get mixed up. It might get mixed up with others inside it. And what they've done is they've sent a full roll. That's what they've done. So the full rolls hasn't been valued, the full roll. But that's what it says on the label. It says MS69 or better on the actual label. So even though if I bust the coins up, as long as we keep them in good condition, and the coins went back here in single format, they can actually be slabbed as in every one of the coins separately. But I want to be able to bust, when I bust them open, you're fine. When I bust them open, I want to be able to put them into as in different years, like 59, 60 or whatever. So you've got wee packets for the minimum for that wheel. I want that wheel done. I want that wheel gone. I want me as in the stream full every time, or nearly full, with people coming in, wanting to as in join in. Because I'm thinking 12 at a time on that wheel. That's what I'm thinking. But I don't see me ever as in taking money for that wheel. I'm one of these people. I'm like, as in that. You'd need to actually force it in my hand and say, there, take that. Because that was the whole idea, to give something back, to put something on the table. That was the whole idea with putting content in the channel. Something that I could give back to the supporters, so that they felt I was getting something back at least. Because it's nice to get something off a channel and know that's for a channel. That's for such and such a channel. And then somebody says, "No, did you get such and such?" Who did you get that off of? "Oh, I got that off of such and such's channel." You need to go there. That's what drives them all there. You got to think why, the reasons why and how all the time. If you got that perception in your head, how, what, and why, they three in your head, you never lose out. That was the whole idea behind it. Because I've got pens, not the rest. Because I spent a tenner at Thingies at Lighty Collects and says, make sure you give Bill a pen, as and I want him to get a metal pen. And that was for the shipping. And he says, no, I didn't mean, no. And Lol sent as in a batch. There was a batch of Delou's pens and a batch of Lighty Collects. But Lighty Collects ones are metal. They're actual metal body. And I thought about an idea. I was like, hold on. I was like, well, I can keep. I want them two, and I want that one because that's just different to them two. So I was like, I keep them two. So I ended up kept 3 pens, and then I thought, what am I going to do with the other ones? And I'm like, hold on a minute. I was like, I've got an idea here. I was like, let's use these up as in either to give away or even as in his first prizes. I'm like, but can I make another wee packet up with them pens in it and some coins in it and make it worthwhile as in into a first prize? So I've got it already, Andrew, but I'm needing space. The space is not big enough. I'm falling out of the tap at the now. The phone's not the rest. Other stuff in there next door. Lying stored. I'm with the double cupboard It's with other boxes in it, it's not even been opened yet. As in because they started putting this grey cellophane on the boxes. Don't ask me what they were up to with the grey cellophanes. They were sealing them in the grey cellophane bags with the boxes inside them. So I don't know if they were coming out and as they were going on the conveyor belt they were doing it and sealing them. Because maybe they get into trouble as in boxes getting battered or whatever, I don't know. I was opening a couple of them up and make sure the thing they were all still sealed up and they were all sealed. Boxes were still sealed. I'm thinking, what the hell are they doing this for? They're putting grey cellophane on the bag, on the boxes for, on the outside of them. Would they keep trying to keep them dry or something? Or were they in a secure unit? Because they only just started it doing that. I noticed. That's what I'm saying, they're not even open day ones yet. Because I just started patting in the cupboard at the road, at our road. Because she's like, how many more boxes are coming in, man? So, oh, she is. This is just that's the last one. That's the last one. Aye, fucking right. Aye, last one. Aye, my arse. I knew that. Sometimes you just got to tell her the thing, mate, to keep the fucking peace. Sometimes don't tell her everything, man. That's a fucking nut. Done nothing. I said it was like that. Don't say nothing, man. And she's like, oh, when are you gonna get us? When are you gonna get sorted? What are you gonna do about it all? You need to get time. You need to start selling it or something. Something needs to be done with it. Alright, I'm pretending to it. It's fine. I'll get it. It's all fine. No, don't worry about it. Misery. I'm finished. I'm just getting tidied up and I'm gonna go. I'm gone. I'm away. I'm away, Jose, man. I'm gonna see if there's anything left. I'm hoping there is. Because that's it, box done. Box is finished. All done. All opened. Gone. Gone. Because if I don't pack it up, then I'll wind up what? Where's that bit? Where's this bit? Where's that bit? What did I do with that bit? Did I put it in there? Because as I said, I still don't feel right. It's not that I want to go over, but I'm like, I don't think my full concentration will be in it tonight. That's how I feel. And when I'm not in full concentration, that's when I make mistakes, and I don't want them, costly mistakes. I know I'll not big boo-boos, but it's the fact that I'll end up kicking myself all week, turning into fucking thing where I can pay too much of that, and I think I shouldn't have bid for that one because then the thing I didn't like that one because of that. All the reason behind it all. I do that sometimes. Because I've got to keep the ethics. Because I've got to keep the ethics going, as in the way Dad used to do it. Because that's what I'm saying. It's built into us now. because he used to come up with some good gear, man. Especially the thing with sometimes in his pocket, he'd pull it out and he'd be like, where'd you get that from, man? Did you steal that? No, I didn't steal it, no. Where the hell were you away to? Ah, wait, such and such is his. How did you slip away? I slipped out when he wasn't there. We used to do it every now and again, where he was working. I slip out, disappear. I'm just away for time, we're away around to see Tommy. I had time we about off an hour, and 2 hours is the time we come back with tail between his legs. Where the fuck have you been? He never used to get into big trouble. I take nothing now. I'd take it and that was that end of the story. They'd be like, don't do it, don't do that again. Make sure you're back at such and say, aye. Like that. They always used to make up the work, but because they all make sure one of us was there. Because that's when he started rolling me in the garages and all that car on, so he could slip away. Because he was up to the other things, because maybe they were not giving him the money that he felt that he was rightfully due. Because he done a lot of hours, man. He was a good worker. Plus his workmanship was first class. But some people wouldn't pay him the money that was due or the money he should have got. So he had to do other things. Because he used to always make sure he had a cut of quid in his pocket, a bit extra, a bit of his pocket money. I liked his pocket money, old man. So you go for it. Just what you've just done, Andrew. Away for a time, away for a swally, a cut of jars. Because you liked a good drink, especially when he's fucking pissed, when he's fucking hacked off. Maybe that's where I get it from, because as I said, I just fucking lost the nut, and I just didn't want. I wanted everybody out the road because I knew straight away. She kept fucking hitting me, and then end up. I jumped half the there as in I blocked her, and then I went back on, and they were still coming at me. I said, "Fucking who's next? Who's next going to attack me?" As another nip at me. Right, guys, that time, mate. Thanks for spending the time here. Thanks, guys. Bye.